Hey YouTube world, it's Kirkpatrick. Thanks for dropping in. I'm gonna do another gun video tonight. I tell a lot of stories, and for all y'all new people joining me or new subscribers, some of y'all come over for the gun videos. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do, some gun videos. And all y'all old subscribers that like to listen to me tell stories, I got another one coming up shortly, but not tonight. And all y'all like to hear me pick a little guitar, we're gonna be doing that too. But tonight, as the title said, what's the difference between a Vaquero and a Blackhawk? Well, I'm going to tell you. But before I do that, we're going to just talk about the Blackhawk for a minute. The Blackhawk was Ruger's answer to the Colt Peacemaker. Nowadays, the Ruger Blackhawk has a transfer bar safety system in it. So you can carry 6 rounds and ain't got to worry about hitting this hammer and nothing going off. Great. This particular Blackhawk is here in blue steel. And when I say steel, it is all steel. See the old light magnite? It's all steel. Trigger housing, grip frame, which is all one piece, is all steel. And then of course the frame itself is steel. This particular one is a little older than most. It's got the flat top. Rugers you that buy nowadays don't have a flat top. Now I'll show you one of those in just a second. But anyway, Blackhawk is a 6-shooter, single action firearm, cowboy gun. Blackhawk also integrated a rear sight that's adjustable for windage and elevation. For those that don't know, that's left and right and up and down, okay? And it's got a fixed blade front sight. That's your sighting system. This particular one is a 4 5/8 inch barrel, and it's in 44 special. Now, let's look at another Blackhawk real quick. Because there's one called a Super Blackhawk. This is a Super Blackhawk. It's in stainless steel metal. Stand by, I gotta get Spuddy into the house. I apologize, I got an old dog named Spud, and he's got to where he can't jump on his bed no more, so I have to lift him up there, but he's a good old boy. Anyhow, so let's get back. We're talking about a different type Blackhawk, the more modern type. This is, like I said, this is a Super Blackhawk, which is 44 Magnum. Somebody out there, I can hear them right now. That ain't no Super Blackhawk because it ain't got no squared off trigger guard. Well, you can get a Super Blackhawk without, trying to show that, maybe you can read it, maybe you can't, without a squared off trigger guard. Now the Super Blackhawk, between a regular Blackhawk, just to give you a little, see how the back strap on the grip handle is wider. It's significantly wider. You can probably tell on the bottom a little better. You can see how the grip frame is wider. The whole body of the frame itself is just a hair wider. Matter of fact, it extends out a little longer, even though these two cylinders are the same size. See that little bitty part right there? It extends out further on the Super Blackhawk. Anyway, there we go. All right, let's get to the sighting system. It's not a flat top. As you see, the top is not flat. This is how they were milling into their frame, the integrated sight, and it's adjustable for windage and elevation. That's up and down, left and right for y'all folks. And it's got a fixed blade front sight. But the only piece on this is stainless steel, satin finish. The only piece on this whole firearm that is blue steel is the front sight. And the reason, not really reason, but if you look right there, there's a pin. You can pop that pin out, lift this off, and they sell these little plastic inserts. Yellow, orange, blue, green, purple. Anyway, to help you with your sighting, I killed a black bear, not with this gun, with a 41 mag Ruger. And I changed my front sight out to yellow because you hunt bear at night, not at night, in the evening, at dark basically. And that yellow would help me pick up the target better, I guess you say. So, okay, what about a Vaquero? Well, here's a Vaquero. It's steel. All steel. No aluminum grip frame. No aluminum trigger guard. Of course, that's all the same, one piece. Hammer. Then we start looking at something a little different here, ain't it? That hammer looks a little long sticking out there. And that top looks a whole lot different. It is. It's grooved, and then got some kind of notch right here. And then you got a fixed bladed front sight that's actually not on some kind of platform, but actually embedded into the barrel. As we see here, you see that big old platform there, and then the notch. This is grooved up, stuck in the barrel there. Yeah. Another thing that a lot of people say when they see this, they say, "Oh, well, the grip frame is at a different angle." Well, no, it ain't. It's at the same doggone angle, believe it or not. This gun right here has got a case hardened frame, which is kind of cool. I don't know if y'all see it. It's pretty, really, real pretty. Yeah, like I said, 6-inch barrel. So we know the difference between regular Ruger and the Vaquero is the sighting system. And another thing is, actually, the spur on the hammer is actually longer. I show y'all again. You'll probably believe me, but you can see it's longer. And also, something a lot of people don't know or don't actually realize is the ejection rod mechanism, which is this little piece right here. See if I can get a better view of it there. It's kind of hard doing this backwards. There we go. Maybe that. Oh yeah, let's do it like this. See that ejection rod handle? It's kind of a half moon indentated thing right there. That works your injection rod. We're on a Blackhawk. It's this round little dilly right here. I'll show you again on the blue one. May show up better. I don't know. Let's see. See, it's just a round little dilly right there. Other than that, there ain't no differences in a normal Blackhawk. It's just the frame had to be milled different, had to be brought down. A lot more machinery going into this than versus just a flat top. But this part, that part, it's all the same thickness, all the same thickness. Other than the hammer being up. And a lot of people say, "Oh, the loading gate's different." No, the loading gate ain't. There's the Vaquero. There's the Ruger. Loading gates are just exactly the same. Now, what I'd like to see, I love this hammer on the Super Blackhawk. Compare it to the regular Blackhawk. Let's see, my face is probably white as thing. See how much more the regular Blackhawk hammer spur goes up, with the Super Blackhawk more flat. somebody like small hands like me, this is slick too. It'll take about 3 pounds to pull it back. The spring's been changing. It's easier for me to. So I'd love to see a Vaquero. Uh-oh, hit the camera again. Love to see a Vaquero with that type of hammer on it, or that type of hammer spur. Anyway, so the Vaquero. I think that means all these guns are empty. Anybody? Yeah. Vaquero, I think, means Spanish cowboy. In Spanish, it means cowboy, or one that herds cattle. Unless they're a cow. Well, anyway, yeah. So, but basically, it's a copy of the Peacemaker in Ruger's way, and it's a lot more heavier. I'll tell you, I've never owned a Colt. I've shot a few Colts. I know a few friends that have a Colt. They're more expensive, and in my opinion, they're not worth the money. When you buy a new Colt, Generation 3 or up, there's a little slip of paper comes in there. It tells you that shooting high-powered factory ammo may ruin your gun. Colts are a lot more fragile, almost like a watch. And a heavy load could get the timing off in them. And I reload, and I put some pretty strong loads to that 44 mag right there. Ain't never lost timing on it yet. So for about half the price, you can get twice the gun that you could throw. I've got one old Ruger over here. It's been around since I was a teenager. It's had some rust spots on it, but they've been cleaned up. But yeah, still shoots just fine. But the big thing nowadays is this cowboy action shooting stuff. If y'all heard about that, I'm sure you have. People even get on horses and go around them barrels and shoot them balloons. Kind of like they did in the Wild West show. That's one aspect of it. There's another aspect of it is they do this quick draw. Pull them guns out. They shoot from the hip. Hit them metal plates. Ding, 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 ding. See how quick they can do that at times, But I thought that's kind of cool. I might be into that. I love to shoot. Love shooting sports. So I went to one of them. And do y'all know? Most of them are in 45 Colt. That's what they use. In the lever actions, they use them mostly 45 Colt. But do y'all know they use wax bullets? I didn't know that. But when I got there and I first seen somebody shoot, it's like pop, 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 pop. And just fanning that thing, Some of them sit there and fan it. Blam, 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 blam. Some of them cock that thing. It wasn't like I'm used to. When I pull the trigger on this one gun right here, it goes kaboom. So when I found out they was shooting these wax bullets, really reduced loads. They ain't coming out about 500 feet a second. And it's wax. I think that's to keep it safe, Heck, I've been to other shooting events. We'd be shooting hard steel right down the middle, and everything's safe there. But anyway, I didn't know if y'all knew that or not. Have you ever seen a picture or something on that? It's a pretty big deal. It's getting up to be good money nowadays. Yeah, I think if you went to one of them events, it's about 20 grand or something like that. You ain't got nothing else to do. Want to travel all over here and there and participate in them. But that's pretty much what people do with a Vaquero. Is target shoot with them and do that cowboy action shooting with them and recreational shooting. But as far as a hunting firearm, it's you can do it. Don't get me wrong, but this particular one right here shoots low and to the left. And being as it ain't got one of these sights right here, I can change to make it shoot high and to the right. You have to adjust when you shoot at something like you're shooting at a golf ball. You may have to pull a little high and a little to the right to hit the golf ball. Yeah. So that's why I like the regular Blackhawks better. Hold on. Sorry, another minor interruption brought to you by Spud, the lonely dog. Anyhow, this one right here, the blue one, is pretty much dead on. That's also in 45 Colt. I got one of these Vaqueros also in 357 or 38 special. It's fun to shoot. This one, like I said, this one is dead on, but being a 45 Colt, you get past about 60 foot, that bullet really wants to drop. Versus if you're shooting like a 44 special, I don't know, about the same velocity and all that, but it just seems to want to hang in there to about 100 feet. And then you go hanging with the old 44 mag, it's good out to 100 yards. You may have to aim just a little high. This is very accurate right here. I will bet you whatever you want to bet any day of the week. We can go out to a fence post. You stick a golf ball on it, and I'll back up 30 paces, and I'll knock it off with one shot. Practice, practice, practice. That's all it is. Yeah, it's practice, man. It ain't luck. You got to practice. If you practice, you'll get luck. Anyway, thanks for dropping by. Just a little something, what's the difference between one of them Vaqueros and what the heck does a Vaquero mean? And just a regular old Blackhawk. They're all single action guns, revolvers that we all love and cherish. Old school stuff. Yep, not meant to hurt nobody, just have a little fun with it. Thanks for dropping in. Walk with Jesus. God bless everybody. It's Kirkpatrick. Adios.